Hi everybody, my name's Jenny Godwin and I'm a senior at Big Sky High School here in Missoula. What hit me most learning about the plans for Otter Creek was the presumption that somehow coal emissions don't affect climate change. Right. That's like saying tying your shoelaces together won't make you fall. We're tying ourselves in knots, making knots we expect our children to untie somehow. You expect me to untie. You can't talk about coal mining without mentioning climate change. It just isn't possible. When you're thinking of releasing 2.5 billion tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, those emissions sure as hell impact climate change. And with climate change comes a whole slew of environmental problems and people problems. People affected by rising tides because of melting ice caps. People displaced because their homes, solid pieces of land where they lived, worked, built homes on for centuries, places their ancestors' bones are buried, and where their cultures were first sparked are threatened. Their land is in danger of being swallowed by the bulging ocean's belly. Just to put it in perspective, it's predicted that if the Greenland ice sheet were to melt, that would be enough to raise global sea levels 23 feet, which would swallow up large parts of Florida and most of Bangladesh. Clearly, that's some large-scale melting. But small-scale melting is happening every day. People will be displaced and their livelihoods ruined right here in Montana because coal is under their homes. They'll be displaced halfway around the world. The number of environmental refugees is constantly growing. There will be 50 million by the end of 2010. And to make matters worse, these refugees aren't yet recognized by the United Nations, so they won't receive the aid recognized refugees, like refugees of war, are offered. I'm not a refugee. I'm not even considered an adult yet. But I'm not blind, and I refuse to stand in place and let my shoelaces be tied.